Hello and welcome. My name is Brian. Some of my friends call me Rev, and you're watching Ammo Mountain. As we're bringing new content to you on this channel on a regular basis, I wanted to bring some old conversations up because some of you guys are jumping in brand new right now. And so years ago, I wrote an article on the arm that was published at the Arms Guide about a lightweight AR. At that time, I was writing about it because my wife was beginning to shoot long guns a little bit, and she was shooting AR with me. And Laura didn't like, over any kind of extended period of time, didn't like the weight of the standard AR holding it out over an extended period of time. Truthfully, all of us, that can be taxing, but especially for smaller framed individuals, not just women, but smaller framed individuals, it can be a lot. And she was getting into that. And so she said, I kind of would like a lighter AR. And so I reached out to some friends at Faxon, and Faxon sent this, and they sent this to me. I didn't pay for this. I want to be fully transparent because I was writing an article for them at the time, I can't remember. I think that one was at the Arms Guide. Later, I believe I wrote something at Ammo Land. Get up close to it. I think at the time they called it a gunner barrel. This lightweight and low profile barrel I installed, and it's been great over the years. It's quite accurate, but it's also very, very lightweight. But its claim to fame at the time, I think there have been some others that have kind of copied the idea, but at that time they were the first and the only ones that made a muzzle device that was the same profile as the barrel, so that if somebody wanted to, that was drill and tapped, so it's a 14.5-inch barrel with the muzzle device included. It's as short as legally possible, 16 inches once the muzzle device is attached, and it becomes part of the barrel once it's welded on. It comes from the factory that way. But previously, those muzzle devices would keep somebody from being able to take off and service their gas block if they had a gas problem on their gun. And so there was some debate as to whether going down to a 14.5-inch barrel was wise for those that didn't have the skill set of taking down and re-welding their muzzle device for their barrel, because if they had to cut it and then that whole thing to be able to get down and take their gas block off, which over time is a service issue on AR rifles. There can be fouling at times in that kind of situation. So they resolved that issue by making the muzzle device the same profile as the barrel. So now we had two things going for us with Laura's rifle. We had a real lightweight handguard and a real low profile barrel. There was a company named KE Arms that sent out a trigger cassette that has a real good, easy to operate, a very stable trigger set. It just has just a very clean break. But one of the big wins that adds a tiny bit of weight, but really was a big win from a packability and portability standpoint, was from Battle Arms Development. Battle Arms Development sent out this really collapsible stock, which lets this full-size rifle that is incredibly lightweight, this rifle as it's equipped weighs right over, I'll have to look it back up, but I believe right over 7 pounds, like 7 pounds 2 ounces. That's with a light, with backup sights. These are just the Magpul polymer backup sights for weight savings, with ambidextrous My mind's not working. Charging handle with a red dot. So a great gun at a really low weight for the type. It's a real simple gun. There's a bolt carrier group by AIM Surplus. This is their nickel boron. It's run great. So anyway, this is a really good setup. It's not super cheap, but it's not crazy expensive either. You know, these components, a Holosun red dot, backup irons, Battle Arms development, collapsible stock, Faxon carbon fiber forend, VZ grips, this hand stop here, real low profile. It's got a Surefire light on it with a Viking tactical mount, Faxon low profile barrel, I believe they call it their gunner barrel, and a KE Arms trigger. Let's run it together, but I just wanted to show you, this is a really lightweight gun in a good configuration for smaller statured people. Now you could do it a lot of different ways, but one of the big advantages, even for bigger guys like myself, is if you don't have, you don't want to be changing out, you know, you got an SBR and you don't want to be doing paperwork when you're visiting family, crossing state lines or whatever, but you do want to go shoot with them. You want to be able to take your rifle with you, et cetera, et cetera. This was a project that we developed before the pistol braces were in vogue and before they had come out. This is an article that preceded that, and so I just wanted to revisit that topic as there's so much of this conversation going on. This is a really similar size. In fact, let me show you before we start shooting. I'm going to sit this down and I'm going to go grab one of my pistol ARs. So this is one of mine. It is because it's small, lightweight, but it is not lightweight in comparison, I mean, for the type, because it's got the Daniel Defense MK whatever 18 upper. It's got a pretty beefy rail on it, and it's pretty heavy. This also has the Law Tactical folder on it, which has also got some weight to it, but it is robust. And of that, if you're gonna fold your gun, this is the one that I recommend. I'm gonna stick to that. This has Midwest Industries backup sights, a BCM charging handle, a Faxon bolt carrier group. This is the SB tactical brace, and then a pressure switch and light from Streamlight, and that's this setup. This gun is roughly, not quite, but roughly a pound heavier, and is not full size. So you lose some capability overall. Now, but I want you to notice, as configured, now this will collapse down, so let's make them in the smallest possible setting. So, fully collapsed versus fully collapsed, because you, let me get back here where you can see, because you have that stock, and because you have the folding attachment from Law Tactical here that lengthens it just a little bit, these are very similar. I probably have 1.5 inches to 2 inches of difference between these two guns. So most bags that I can fit this gun in, I can fit this gun in. All right? So just food for thought. These have similar limitations right now. This has some advantages in some states with law because it's considered a pistol, but some of that is being contested right now because of the brace. So just a conversation out there. I'm not getting political with this. Obviously, I am pro-freedom, all of these things, including tanks and, well, I will be political. Let me say it this way. You should be able to have a cannon. You should be able to have a tank, okay? Well, that's my interpretation of the Second Amendment. We can have that conversation another time. Right now, we're just talking about products. And products are relatively unimportant, but they do have, you know, some importance when you're making a decision. You're making a decision. You want to pick the right tool so that you don't waste time and money. That's a really important thing. Hopefully we can help you with that. Let's shoot. So today we're just going to be shooting American Eagle, just XM. This actually was a Christmas present. These boxes were a Christmas present from my kids. So on the back it says, you can never have enough ammo. And I think my son wrote this, so enough is spelled like UNOF. This is a while back, but I love to leave those stickers on there. Anyway, stocking, I don't really care about presents from my kids, but if they're gonna get presents, it's nice that they're starting to understand what Dad actually wants. So that's nice. And PMC Bronze 223. So American Eagle 5.56 XM and PMC Bronze 223. We're going to shoot a little bit of this stuff through both guns, but especially that lightweight AR that I want to show you. Both of these are good considerations for the proverbial truck rifle kind of situation. So let's get to shooting. All right, so first up again, we have this, it's just a mutt of a rifle. The lower is an old Wyndham weaponry right after they started something after Bushmaster, lower, and I believe upper. And then the barrel and is a Faxon, a Faxon carbon fiber handrail, and the barrel is a low profile gunner barrel from Faxon, and the stock is from Battle Arms Development. The trigger group is from KE Arms, and the grip is from Magpul. The sights, the backup sights are from Magpul. The sight, the dot is from Holosun, and the charging handle is from a distributor that sells the Warhammer. It's a budget-oriented, ambidextrous charging handle. I've had relatively good success with it. We'll give you data points as that continues to be used. All right, we're gonna go hot. Oh, I forgot. It's adjusted to her. All right. All right, so it is a fun little gun. Super low recoil. It's super easy to shoot. Really accurate. Great gun out to 100 yards. Obviously, it could go farther than that, but it's really intended to be a 100-yard in gun the way it's currently configured. Great gun. Let's shoot it a little bit more. All right. That ammo is a little, I don't know. It's pretty dirty, and I'm definitely getting some gas blowback. I think some of that has to do with, I don't know. I think that has to do with some of the cleaning solution that I used the last time, maybe going a little bit heavy on it because it has that smell of cleaning solution, you know. So I think I'm cooking some of that stuff off, but great gun to shoot. This guy is just painted with some of that simple camo paint. Dirt. Who makes that stuff? Yeah, it's in this Rust-Oleum line, the camouflage Rust-Oleum line. And this is like the OD green or the olive green that comes in that. She kind of likes this color. It matches the VZ grips hand stop that came on it that Kelly sent out years ago, and has been a great tool. It's just got a little bit of just a little texture there, which is nice. So anyway, great gun. Let's switch over to one of my proverbial truck guns. This is kind of the wife's rig. Let's switch over to mine. All right. Again, this is a Daniel Defense MK18 upper, Midwest Industries backup sights, BCM, charging handle, Law Tactical, folder, SB Tactical or SB whatever, brace, mag pull, handle, grip, a streamlight, light with pressure switch, a Holosun dot on American Defense mount, a Faxon BCG, nickel boron BCG. It's a great gun. I really like it. I like this set. All right, for some of these last shots, I want to just show you quickly. The target that we're shooting is this short rifle target from Shoot Steel. They sent this particular target to me after the first year I was riding, which is years ago. They sent it out to me, and this target looks like it hasn't been shot. Every time I paint it, it's crazy. I have shot it with so much 308. I mean, it's outstanding. And I love the angle. It's on a mount that deflects your shots down. So you can shoot much closer. Now, you shouldn't be crazy. Read their website, obey their rules, but you can shoot much closer with rifles on steel with this than some of the counterparts, like this flat 8-inch plate that I have to the right of it, or other steel targets that I have. But an outstanding product and well worth your training dollars. So check it out. We're gonna shoot. I mean, it's just a lot of fun, guys. Sometimes you get out to the range, and some of us have been doing it a long enough time that you forget, like, it's fun. I mean, it should bring the little boy out from time to time. I know we're training, and I know we take that seriously, but don't lose the zeal of life. Don't lose the joy in what you're doing. I mean, it's crazy that we get to do this stuff. Not that we have the freedom to. It's a God-ordained freedom, but it's crazy that we have the time and the luxury and the means to be able to do what we get to do as Americans. Use it so you don't lose it, but enjoy it so that you use it more. I hope that you have a great one. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I'm playing around with what we're gonna call you guys, since you're joining the channel, and we're calling it Ammo Mountain now. I've spent a lot of time and love the mountains of West Virginia, so it's Ammo Mountain. Maybe we'll call you Mountaineers. Tell me in the comments what you think about me saying, "What's up, Mountaineers?" You got some better idea, let me know. I hope you have a great one. I'm gonna shoot a little bit more. Hopefully you'll see this video, and if it's still daylight outside, you'll go to the range someplace and get your trigger time in. You guys have a great afternoon, and I'll see you again soon. Sorry, I was about to get off here. Please take a minute. If you've enjoyed this video, take a minute to, and if you haven't enjoyed this video, just out of the goodness of your heart, take a minute to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. it would mean the world to me. And I hope I hope that you will share the content that you're producing with me so that we can share the love. You guys have a great afternoon.